hop. The rifleman, he just gonna go at you. He just hardcore. He'll say whatever the fuck he wanna say and do whatever the hell he wanna do. Yeah. You know, so I kind of bred these personalities because you know we are all different. You know, say if you with your girl, you got a different mode. You got a kid, you act different with him, you know, or her. You feel me? Your mom, different attitude than when you out there with your boys. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we don't understand that about ourselves, so it's like I can't always rap like when I'm with my boys. Yeah. You feel me? No, just always dishing. You can't always do that. Yeah. So sometimes you gotta, you know, differentiate from what you originally doing and try other things that's inside yourself though. Yeah. People like to go outside themselves and copy other shit. Like, oh, so-and-so's doing this and he's successful, so I'm just gonna gravitate to what he did. And that don't make you successful. That just make you a person that didn't have, you know, your own mind to create some new shit, original shit. You thought you could get on because you copied what someone else did and they got on with that. It didn't just take their talent, it also took their business savvy, their support, their team, the mechanism, you know, it's not just about like, yeah, you a dope ass rapper, that shit'll get you nowhere, guaranteed. Because how many dope rappers you just know, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is not gonna get you nowhere, you know, and I say that to anybody out there, it's 20% talent and the rest is business. So, get your skills up in business as much as you do with your art, and you might get somewhere. For real? For real?
Talk about, I remember the 10th anniversary you were on stage and you were upset. Do you feel like
everybody else talking about that?
Even as a bloated, like, do you feel like, I mean, people that know about the bloated
shit, it's about to get gritty.
People that are up on some shit, do you feel like you are overlooked even in the community? Do you feel like maybe you don't get the respect that you deserve?
I can say yes and no. In the community, yeah. But say, like on some Bloodian shit, no. Everybody know my position, especially Bloadians, you know what I mean? I'm like the green beret of the blow. You know, it's only tactical. You can't call them out all the time, and they know. You only call this person for serious reasons. And he might take your head, so you know what I mean? So people deal with me like that. Like, you know, like, damn, you know, we don't know what part of cool we gonna get, so, you know, that business can make a person think twice. I learned this. People don't want to deal with you if they feel they can't control you. You know what I mean? If he gonna bust out crazy and shit, and what is he gonna do? You know, all that type of shit. Yeah. But say for instance the anniversary thing. If you look on YouTube, my part got more hits than anything about that motherfucking anniversary. I'm just saying, no disrespect, but I'm letting people know. So people wanted to see that type of shit, you know what I mean? And I go serious, and I don't care if it's homie or not. That shit was on some old political shit. That whole thing that night. So I was mad. They told me I had a certain amount of time, which was probably 12 minutes. And then when I get up to the spot, it turned to 7 minutes. You feel me? So I was like, fuck that shit. I was like, who's controlling this shit? So I was like, is it AC? You know what I mean? Because he was the one running his mouth about this shit. So he was in control of the shit. So I went on stage and I said what the hell I had to say. And, you know, it ain't no rebuttals in that. We can clash up. I'm ready for that type of shit. You know what I mean? That's on the real. And that's what whoever. We need to start doing clashes in the city, like battles, big time dudes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like motherfuckers are scared of that. I ain't scared of a lose. You know, that's gonna make me like, ooh. Yeah. Like I was talking that shit, but he got me. You know what I mean? Like it's all like boxing. You know what I mean? Like how that little bullshit fought. That fight just happened and shit. They pumped him up and you thought homie was gonna be better than what he did, but then it wasn't like that and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? What kind of promotion? They had the greatest promotion for the fight. The fight wasn't shit. You know what I mean? Like that. So like, what is that? You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that in underground rap too.
I was gonna segue right now. Do you feel like that shit's just happening? Like everything's kind of stagnant right now.
Hell yeah, homie. That shit is fucking very stagnant, and it reverberates throughout the musical community right now. Like right now, motherfuckers is really feeling the recession. Feel me? I wasn't feeling that shit at first, homie, a couple of months ago. I mean, today, no, it's really a recession. I wasn't believing that shit at first. You know what I mean? Like now, I feel that shit because people is, I mean, but even before the recession, like I can tell you like this, the internet, it helps what we do, but it hurts what we do at the same exact time. Cause like, you know, like we all hooked up on the internet, you know, on that type of vibe, so it helps. I talk to people around the world, you know, do tours and shit like that, but musically, once you do something, no matter what you say, if like I put my songs on MySpace, motherfuckers know how to get that shit off there no matter what. No, you put this button for.
There's people that can hack it, whatever.
Oh shit! Yeah. I learned that shit from one of my fan homies. It was like I rolled up somewhere, and this dude just came up in his truck, bumping the song that I had on MySpace and shit. I was like, homie, I ain't put that out nowhere.
Yeah.
But motherfucking MySpace, and then he was like, yeah, what was? I got it from Sound some shit, and then they took it from MySpace, and I was like, ooh. I was like, all right, so. Now I know the songs that I put out, I'm not even tripping. If I put it on MySpace, I'm not tripping off the shit. You know what I mean? It's like a single, as you will.
Yeah.
Do what you will with that motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's just all about promotion. But shit that I'm trying to keep for certain albums or whatever, I can't even put it on internet or let certain motherfuckers get a CD of it because they just spread that shit to their friends and people go crazy like that. And then when your shit come out, everybody got it, so what's the use of even buying a CD? You know what I mean? So all over the internet, it's easy to get shit. You know, I do that shit myself, but not underground shit, you know.
If
I want some old, a Prince song that I ain't heard in 20 years, and I get that shit right off the line. Put that shit on my iTouch, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I know it's done, but I don't do that shit to current music, especially underground, because underground means a certain thing. We already is on an underground level. So if they start taking away our financial shit, so that makes us even more you like financially unstable.
Definitely.
You know? So, but I think it's just going around everything now, and it's really, and that's why I have like a certain problem with all these like rich ass motherfucking rappers.
Yeah.
And they be talking all that shit like how much money they got, and then they rub it in your face. In a recession, like that shit is fucking rude, homie. You know what I mean? Because everybody ain't living like that. You gotta talk about something else. You know what I mean? Topics gotta be various, and it can't just be about, you know, how big your motherfucking chain was and all of that shit, man. That shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, people made a big deal about Kanye West recently. And I'm like, people know me, I don't like Kanye personally. I think his music is cool. I think
I'm the same way.
I think he's an average MC. I don't think he's anything that special. But, you know, obviously when you see some shit like that, it's just like you said, it's weird, right? Like, it's just, how do you, I feel like you've been doing this for a long time, obviously.
Yeah.
When people see you live, or when they hear you, you know, pretty much anyone. Like I showed my dad, I'm like, Dad, I'm gonna interview this dude. And my dad, I'm like, I showed him the Peace freestyle that you guys do back and forth.
Yeah.
And my dad, you know, he was just like, how is it? Like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. My dad doesn't listen to rap.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to hip hop.
Man, I can
so
tell you
that
happens at a lot of shows.
You know, why do you feel like you haven't got it? Do you think it's a promotional thing? Do you think it's people backing you up? Why do you think you haven't gotten the buzz like that?